Jonathan here, aka Crazy Shadow 303, here with another match experience on Crazy Shadow Talks Football. Today, it's a late one, 5:30 kickoff, and I'm in the middle of Wolverhampton because it is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Crystal Palace. Wolves, you know, 4 home defeats in a row. They were against tough opposition though, you know, Chelsea, Newcastle, Liverpool, and obviously the last time I was here against Manchester City. But this time, this is probably where most Wolves fans think the season starts, because, you know, it is a winnable game. It is Crystal Palace, but saying that, Crystal Palace are looking to make it 3 wins from 3 this week, after beating Tottenham on Sunday, and obviously knocking Aston Villa out of the Carabao Cup. So Crystal Palace, not to be taken lightly, not by any means. They might have not had the greatest league results, bar from the Tottenham result, but yeah, Crystal Palace going to be a really tough one for Wolves today. But yeah, you know, Wolves, you know, like I said, this is probably where most of their fans think the season starts, because obviously they've had the toughest run of any Premier League team this season. Of course, they're 19th in the table. Only Southampton are doing worse than them at the bottom. But yeah, you know, it's going to be a really good game, I think. My prediction, I actually think this might be a 1-1 draw, because Crystal Palace themselves are putting on a good string of results. And yeah, I don't think they've got Ibrichi Eze, who picked up a knock against Aston Villa in midweek. So yeah, we'll have to check that one out and let you guys know a little bit later on. But for now, guys, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to Crazy Shadow Talks Football if you haven't already done so, and don't forget to hit that bell icon and join the Shadow Squad and get notified on all new content on the channel. But for now, guys, I'm heading over to Molineux, and yeah, I'll see you there. Here at Molineux, you know, it's about 2 hours before kick-off, roughly. Bit of team news already. It looks like Sam Johnston is back in contention against his former club, you know, that's not wearing blue and white. But so yeah, Sam Johnston ought to be back in goal for Wolves, but Hwang, Cadec, Gonzalez, Mosquera, Traore and Mepiu are all still out. Palace did suffer a double injury blow this week, with Adam Wharton out for about a month after undergoing some surgery, while Eberichi Eze's Villa Park heroics in midweek came at a cost. He's now out for around 2 weeks with a hamstring injury. So what I was saying in the intro, I've just checked that, and yeah, Eze is out of this game, you know, because his heroics at Villa Park, beating, you know, where Palace beat Villa 2-1 to advance to the League Cup quarter-finals and have a match against Arsenal away. So that's going to be an interesting one for Palace. But yeah, Eze's heroics in midweek has come at a cost. He's out with a hamstring injury. Lerma, Riyad, Richards and Franca remain out for Palace, but Czech Decore is available, so that is a little bit of a boost for Palace. Wolves have lost 6 of the last 7 Premier League games against Palace, so it's not looking good for them, is it? Last season, Palace won both games, a 3-2 victory at Selhurst Park and a 3-1 victory here at Molineux against Wolves. So Palace really enjoy facing Wolves. You know, they've won 6 of the last 7. Gary O'Neill, Wolves' manager, has lost all 4 of the games he's faced against Crystal Palace as a manager. So, you know, Gary O'Neill looking to turn that around. And yeah, Palace, saying that though, Palace have only won 1 of their last 17 Premier League away games. Back in April, they beat Liverpool at Anfield by a 1-0, and of course back in May, the 3-1 victory here at Molineux. So yeah, but Palace, they've only scored 6 Premier League goals this season, and that at the moment is a joint league low with Southampton. So they're one of the 2 lowest goal scorers at the moment this season. So this has a draw written all over it. I'm standing by my prediction of 1-1. But yeah, Palace currently in 17th, Wolves obviously in 19th with Southampton bottom. But yeah, I can't see anything past the draw here. You know, Wolves have lost all 4 of their opening home games in a season for the first time ever, but they were faced in the likes of Chelsea, Newcastle, Liverpool and Manchester City, as I said. So yeah, this has a draw written all over it, guys. Just in the media suite now, about to enjoy the hospitality for the next hour and a half or so, and then I'll head up to the press box and get set up there. So yeah, that's really it. I'll see you in the press box, guys. season? Will Palace get their second win of the season outright? We will find out, guys. Already have a corner. Crystal Palace, I don't think has got it in the attacking half just yet. Wolves flat this corner in. It's headed out by Wakey, the Crystal Palace captain, but Wolves recycle it, get it back in the box. Craig Dawson keeps it alive. Comes off Sarabia, but again Craig Dawson keeps it alive. And now Palace break. Palace do get it out, yep. And Alnori. It wasn't out. Crystal Palace thought that was out. Daniel Molineux. Basically it's a free kick because of a handball to Crystal Palace, because Molineux thought it was out for a throw, but Sarabia just kept that one in, so got to be careful of that, Palace. Dawson comes back to Bueno, and that is definitely a throw into Palace now. So yeah, 3 minutes in, guys, and it's all been Wolves right up until that point from the corner where Palace broke. So yeah, still 0-0. 5 minutes in, guys. Good spell for Crystal Palace there. Ismail Assar running with the ball and taking the shots. It was blocked initially, but then Palace players were queuing up to take the shot, and eventually it went to Jose Sarr, the Wolves goalkeeper. But that has been Palace's best spell in these early stages, and it was all down to the breakaway from Ismail Assar. But in the end, Jose Sarr ended up safely holding it for Wolves. Still 0-0, 5 minutes in. 9 minutes in, guys. Nearly got through for Wolves, but Dean Henderson, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, playing that well. Going on the past few minutes, it has been Wolves on the attack in the last few minutes. So yeah, it has been a 50-50 game, but Wolves do have the better of the possession at the moment, whereas Palace have had the better of the chances. So yeah, pretty even game after the first 10 minutes or so, guys. Wolves 0, Palace 0. Palace get this corner, which they take now, and it's cleared by Cunha. Come back in, and it's another corner to Crystal Palace. Another corner to Palace. So yeah, Cunha originally got that out, but Palace hit that straight back in. Dawson had to clear, and yeah, it's now another corner for Crystal Palace. Guys, that second corner was cleared resoundingly by Wolves. They are defending really well. Wolverhampton Wanderers are still 0-0. He couldn't get past the Palace defence. He tried, but he just couldn't, and Palace come away with the ball. That was promising for Wolves, but Alnori was just a little bit too slow there. Still 0-0. Couldn't get the pass right, but does get the corner for Wolverhampton Wanderers. 18 minutes in, still 0-0, but Wolves do have this corner from Ryan Alnori breakaway, so we'll just stick with this. And Wolves kind of lining up in a queue just outside the box. There's 3 players inside the 6-yard area. It's floated in. No one can control it. Alnori over. Alnori with the shot over. That was probably the best chance of the game, really, in these first 15 or so minutes. But yeah, 19 minutes in. 19 minutes in. Don't know why I said first 15 minutes. I meant to say first 19 minutes. But yeah, that was the best chance of the game so far, and it fell to Wolves. Wolves is Ryan Alnori. Still, somehow, Wolves 0, Palace nil, but Wolves on the attack now with Cunha. Gets through to doesn't quite get there. The shot is over from Tommy Doyle. It's another chance for Wolverhampton Wanderers in these last few minutes. But Joe Gomez tried to keep it under control, and he ended up taking it away from Strand Larsen, it looked like. So yeah, he probably would have been better to leave that for Strand Larsen. So yeah, Wolverhampton Wanderers nil, Crystal Palace nil, but Wolves had the two best chances of the game so far. Chance for Wolves. Cunha tried the disguised pass to get Strand Larsen in, but it was too close to the Crystal Palace keeper, Dean Henderson. Crystal Palace now have a corner which they take. It's flicked and it's half cleared. Now it's cleared, but there is no Wolves shirt in the attacking half right now, so Wolves do survive that. 24 and a half minutes played, guys. Still Wolves nil, Palace nil. Another chance for Wolves. Matthias Cunha tries another through ball to Strand Larsen. Strand Larsen was sliding in, just couldn't get there before it went to Henderson, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. Half an hour played, guys, there and thereabouts. Still Wolves nil, Palace nil. Palace get this corner, played short, floated in now, but it's in. I think it was offside or a goal kick, but either way, Wolves get away with one there. That was a chance. I think it was Ismail Assar who had the touch, but whether he was in an offside position after that, I'm not sure, or it was deflected off it was deflected back off him. But either way, well, it is a goal kick. I don't think it was offside. So, you know, Sarr had the chance, but it hit one of the Wolves players and came back off Ismail Assar for a Wolverhampton Wanderers goal kick. Either way, guys, Wolverhampton Wanderers survived that scare. 32 minutes played. Still, somehow, Wolves nil, Palace nil. It's wide from Matthias Cunha. It wasn't even close to the goal. It was well wide of goal, guys. Well, Gomez had it in the centre, squared it for Cunha. Cunha tried the shot into the bottom corner, low into the bottom corner, but it was closer to the 18-yard line than the actual goal. So yeah, 33 minutes played, now 34. Still Wolves nil, Palace nil. Crystal Palace having a chance. Mateta forces his way through. Couldn't get the shot off because it gets deflected and blocked. But it does fall to Molineux, who basically gets the ball and gets a shot completely wrong, and it goes over for a Wolves goal kick. But this is end-to-end stuff at the moment, guys. Still 0-0. It looks like he took out Sarabia, but the referee is not having it. That may go to VAR yet. Guys. But basically, Matthias Cunha launched it over for Sarabia. It was too far for Strand Larsen, and Dean Henderson came bombing out of his goal, and it looked like he had completely lambasted Pablo Sarabia, but you know, we would have heard from VAR by now, so I think VAR may have checked it, but deemed it okay. So yeah, 40 minutes played, guys, 5 minutes plus stoppage of the first half, and it is still Wolves nil, Palace nil, but Wolves may feel they should have had a penalty there. Additional time, straight on 45. The referee called for half time. There hasn't really been any stoppages. It's all been action packed. It's been end to end, but still, it's Wolves nil, Palace nil. Second half is underway. Wolves have just kicked off. Still 0-0, but it's been end to end. There has been a few wasteful chances from both teams to be honest. But yeah, let's see what the next 45 brings. Wolves believe they should have another penalty. Strand Larsen tussling with the defender. I believe it was Lakarix, and yeah, he does get pushed, but he went down a little too easily, in my opinion. The referee, Anthony Taylor, obviously waggled his finger and said no. VAR probably checked that and cleared it. So yeah, but now Wolves do get it away, and they actually break here with Strand Larsen wide here, and now Cunha through, and Sarabia saved by Henderson. Saved by Henderson, but he's on the floor. Henderson, I don't know if Henderson, what part of the body Henderson saved that with, but he is down and he is hurt. Great one-on-one between Henderson and Sarabia, and every Wolves fan thought that was going to be 1-0 to Wolves, but Henderson's heroics, it's left him a little bit hurt because he's still on the floor getting treatment. But yeah, great play there by Wolves to get the ball up to Sarabia, but even better play by Henderson, putting his body on the line there, the former Manchester United goalkeeper. And yeah, Henderson is on the floor for quite some time, so there is going to be a stoppage in play here. 48 minutes played, and it's still somehow Wolves 0, Palace 0. What I will say, guys, that I haven't said in this video because I didn't reel off the subs bench, is that Crystal Palace do have two goalkeepers on the bench today, Matt Turner and Remy Matthews, just in case Dean Henderson isn't able to continue. So yeah, two keepers making up the numbers on the bench. Crystal Palace are, but he seems okay. It might be a drop ball to Crystal Palace here, but he does seem okay. Crystal Palace goalkeeper Dean Henderson, so that's good to see. But just in case he wasn't able to continue, Crystal Palace do have two goalkeepers on their bench. I'll tell you about a chance in a minute, but Wolves are on the attack again. But yeah, Crystal Palace get that away. Good tackle by Trevor Chalobah. Now Palace are on the attack, and Ismail Assar gets his shot blocked by Matheus Cunha for a Crystal Palace corner. But what I will say is, moments ago, Tommy Doyle shoots through the crowd after some good play by Semedo and Sarabia to get the crossing, but Henderson easily collected. But now we are on this Crystal Palace corner, who's taking it? Number 19, that is Will Hughes. Will Hughes to take this. Again, it's the second half has started the same as the first half ended. End-to-end stuff, chances for both teams. So Palace here with this corner. Everyone in the box apart from obviously Henderson and Palace's number 3. It's headed out. Ismail Assar, no, Nketiah, sorry, tried to shoot through the crowd pretty much the same way that Tommy Doyle did, but yeah, that was the same result. It just got blocked, and it's now out for a Palace throw. Still Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Crystal Palace 0. End-to-end stuff here as Palace take this throw in, tries to get it through, and it's blocked again for another Palace throw, which is taken quickly. But Wolves do get it away with Craig Dawson, it looks like. Oh, twisting and turning, and does well to get it away, but Palace managed to block that, and it is now with Tyrick Mitchell of Crystal Palace, now with Eddie Nketiah. Back to Mitchell, crossed in, and Dawson blocks it, but only as far as Kamada of Crystal Palace. And now Wolves managed to break. Here comes Strand Larsen, but the Crystal Palace defender slides in, and now it's offside against Pablo Sarabia. Offside almost on the halfway line, so that spell of play comes to nothing. But it's been spells like that, guys. It has been quick 2-minute spells between Palace and Wolves, and yeah, it's looking like it's going to continue all game. This nearly an hour, 57 minutes played, guys, and it's still somehow Wolves 0, Palace 0. Crystal Palace gets a free kick in a very promising position. Ismail Assar is still on the floor. He's just getting up now, but I think it was a challenge from Dawson onto Ismail Assar. Number 18, Kamada, for Crystal Palace is going to take this. Unsure if he's going to try from this distance. It's about 15 yards out of the box. He's not. He's going to pass it and whipped in, and Sarr, and it's in. It is in. Trevor Chalobah scores. Wolves 0, Palace 1. Trevor Chalobah puts it in. Kamada wasn't going to take the shot. He passed it to Will Hughes, who then set Trevor Chalobah loose with the cross, and Trevor Chalobah puts it past Jose Sarr. There's the breakthrough, guys, on the hour mark. On the hour, there's the breakthrough. It's Wolves 0, Palace 1. But the cross falls for Sarr, and he shoots well over the bar. That could have been 2-0 Palace. Could have been 2-0 Palace, but fortunately for Wolves, it wasn't. Good cross from Nketiah, and you know, Sarr with the shot. Sarabia comes off. Sarabia comes off. Guedes comes on for the 61st minute. I think Bellegarde. So, yeah, Totti for Bellegarde. Chance of you don't know what you're doing. Wolves fans clearly not happy with that, with those subs. So that was a triple sub. So let me just quickly recap that. Tommy Doyle, Pablo Sarabia, and Totti come off. Mario Lemina, John Rica Bellegarde, and Gonzalo Guedes comes on. To the chance of you don't know what you're doing from the Wolves fans. 62 minutes play, guys. Wolves 0, Palace 1. Discontent at Molineux right now, guys. Almost had another chance there. Almost had another chance, and the boos from the Molineux crowd ring through. It's all of a sudden gone from end to end to being completely favouring Crystal Palace. From end to end to favouring Crystal Palace. And Wolves fans clearly not happy with how the momentum has shifted here. 64 minutes played. Still, Wolves 0, Palace 1. Palace on the attack again. Palace on the attack again with Mitchell crossed in but blocked by Wolverhampton Wanderers defenders. So yeah, Wolves 0, Palace 1. 65 minutes played. Like I said, discontent at Molineux. Crystal Palace had committed bodies forward, left Dean Henderson in no man's land, and yeah, Strand Larsen there with the one-on-one situation to beat Dean Henderson, and yeah, game on, guys, game on. 67 minutes played. 67 minutes played. Wolves won. Palace won. Palace's lead lasted all of 8 minutes, guys, before Wolves equalised with a great breakaway, and Strand Larsen was there to win the one-on-one with Dean Henderson. So yeah, now Wolves have the momentum after equalising. Palace's momentum lasted all of 8 minutes, guys. So yeah, 69 played, and that's a free kick to Palace, much to the displeasure of the Molineux crowd. So yeah, 69 minutes played, nearly 70, about 20 to go plus stoppage. The game is on a knife edge. It is finally poised at Wolves 1, Palace 1. But that was a great goal from Wolves. I've got to admit that. I really have to admit that there's some good play. And Wolves have shown character in this second half after going 1-0 down about 15-20 minutes ago. After going 1-0 down to be 2-1 up. Fair play to Wolves, and the substitutes, especially Lamina, who started that move off. The substitutes may have got the disapproval of the fans. Well, Gary O'Neill, what a tactician there, with especially the decision to bring on Lamina. So, here we go, 72 minutes played. Wolves 2, Palace 1. What a game. Break again, guys. Wolves break again, but Palace do get rid of that. Palace get rid of that with Trevor Chalobah, Palace's goal scorer. And now to Kamada, who bombs it through the middle. Takes the chance, and it's Sarr. The other Sarr, Jose Sarr, saves it from Ismaila Sarr. So yeah, that was a chance for Palace to make it 2-2. That was a massive chance for Crystal Palace to make it 2-2. But Jose Sarr equal to Ismaila Sarr. And yeah, it is still 75 minutes play, guys. 15 to go plus stoppage. Can Wolves hold on for their first win this season? Because it is Wolves 2, Palace 1. Corner to Palace. And it is 2-2. 76 minutes played. It is now 2-2. Mark Guehi, the Palace captain, gets his team back on level terms. It is now Wolves 2, Palace 2. Wolves did not hold out for long because a Crystal Palace corner, it was a great corner, and Guehi was there at the far post to hit it home and level the game back up. Wolves 2, Palace 2. This second half has bursted into life. From a 0-0 in the first half, we've had 4 goals in this second half. Both teams have been drawing, obviously. Both teams have been ahead and both teams have been behind. It is like a literal pendulum, this game is, especially this second half. It is a literal pendulum, guys. From 1-0 down to 2-1 up to drawing 2-2 from a Wolves perspective. So yeah, 78 minutes play, guys. What else is going to happen in these next 12 minutes plus stoppage? I do not know, but I'm here for it. You know, it's been a great game of football so far from a neutral perspective. And yeah, there is a sub for Palace. Will Hughes coming off. Will Hughes coming off. And Czech Decore is coming on. And that is at 79 minutes. So I think that is, yeah, that's their first sub. That's Crystal Palace's first sub of the game with 11 minutes plus stoppage to go. So yeah, Wolves now have this free kick, but you know what else is going to happen in this game? You know, it's 2-2 now. It's 2-2 now, but yeah, you know, from a Wolves perspective, they conceded the first goal, they got it back level, they went in front, and now they've been pegged back again. So yeah, 79, 80 minutes played, 10 to go plus stoppage. Wolves with this free kick, taken short, but it's completely messed up. And here come Crystal Palace with Eddie Nketiah, but he can't get it through to a Crystal Palace shirt, and now Wolves come back, and it's out for a Crystal Palace throw. That nearly was disastrous for Wolves there. Better pass from Eddie Nketiah, and Palace would have been through on goal again. But as it is, 10 to go, plus stoppage. Wolves 2, Palace 2. There was a chance for Wolves there. Gomez tried to break, but Palace, Palace defend well. It is now a free kick to Palace, just outside the centre circle.
Substitution for Crystal Palace, replacing number 9, Eddie Nketiah, is number 17, Nathaniel Klein.
Eddie Nketiah comes off, Nathaniel Klein comes on 83 minutes. So second sub for Crystal Palace. You know, their manager, he doesn't feel the need to change too much, does he? Only two subs compared to Wolves' 3. But yeah, Nketiah comes off. To be honest, he's had some good chances, Nketiah, but he's just been outclassed by the Wolves' defence. You know, he's had shots blocked, and you know, defenders putting their bodies on the line to stop him. So Nketiah might be grateful of the rest now. But yeah, the former Arsenal youngster is now off, and Nathaniel Klein comes on for Crystal Palace. 84 minutes played, guys. 6 to go, plus stoppage. Still, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Crystal Palace 2. Attendance has just come up, guys. 29,505 in attendance. The only empty seats I can see is just in the away end, near the end of the near the corner. Those are the only empty seats I can see. So yeah, 29,500 for a Saturday night game. In Wolverhampton, especially against the teams from London, you know, with those away fans opposite me, taking up at least 7/8 of the lower tier of the stand over there. But here come Wolves, and that, well, they fought. Well, has been booked for diving apparently, but he's not happy. The Wolves fans aren't happy, and I can see Gary O'Neill isn't happy with that decision, because it looked like he was bundled over, but according to Anthony Taylor, the referee, he dived and was resoundingly booked. So yeah, it's a free kick to Crystal Palace instead of a dangerous free kick to Wolves. So 88 minutes played, guys, and it is still Wolves 2, Palace 2. Jeffrey Schlupp comes on for Crystal Palace, probably wasting a little bit of time here, because Wolves have a free kick in the defensive half, which Craig Dawson is over. So yeah, literally a minute plus stoppage to go, and it is still Wolves 2, Palace 2. 7 minutes added on, so enough time for either team to get a winner here. Still finally poised at Wolves 2, Palace 2, but with 7 minutes added on, anything can happen, guys. Still has the ball. It took two Palace players to stop Gomez there. And it is a free kick after a shirt pull on Bellegarde, it looks like. There was a shirt pull on Bellegarde. But yeah, it took It took 2 Crystal Palace players to stop Gomez there. Still 2-2, but Wolves do have a chance to swing this free kick into the box. Free kick for Wolves. Crystal Palace cleared, but there are no Crystal Palace players in the attacking half for Palace. So Wolves come again, but well slid in there by the Palace player, number 18, Kamada, for a Wolves throw. Yeah, good tackle, sliding tackle there from Kamada, and yeah, it was a Wolves throw, but Wolves come back again. 2 minutes of the 7 played. It's now or never for Wolves, really. It's floated in the box. Cunha tries to get it in, but it ricochets off of a Palace player, or does it because it has been listed as a goal kick to Crystal Palace. I honestly thought that came off the Palace player, unless it ricocheted back onto Cunha before going out. And the boos you can hear are from the stand behind Dean Henderson's goal, because, you know, if ever there's a time waste, he's using it now, and he takes this goal kick. So yeah, 3 minutes of the added 7 played. Still Wolves 2, Palace 2. Still plenty of time for someone to win it, right? Stand up. Gomez! Oh! That could have looped in dangerously for Crystal Palace, but the deflection, fortunately for them, unfortunately for Wolves, goes wide for a Wolves corner. 94 minutes played, 3 minutes to go of this stoppage minimum. Cunha with the corner. Floated in. Crystal Palace do get it away, but Lamina is chasing. Lamina gets the ball back. Well played there from Lamina, and Wolves come back on the halfway line, but passes all the way back to Jose Sarr, the keeper, who's basically playing the sweeper role now. Wolves lose the ball. They lose the ball, and now Mateta crosses it in. Saved by Lamina. But no. Palace thought they had scored. Palace thought they had scored. If there's another home game for Wolves with VAR drama at the end, they are not going to like this. The ball was in the net, but yeah, I think it was. Oh, here we go again. It's a VAR check. It is a VAR check right at the end, just like the Man City game. Just like the Man City game. Oh. This time, though, it looks like. Yep.
Decision, no goal.
No goal, foul on Munoz. Foul by Munoz. And yeah, it's no goal. So that time, VAR worked in Wolves' favour, unlike against Man City. So yeah. Yeah, there was a fact because, yeah, Sarr had the ball. Munoz just ran over him, and yeah, so yeah, that was a foul on the keeper there, guys. Foul on the keeper, still 2-2. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Crystal Palace 2. It all came alive in the second half there, but Wolverhampton Wanderers still winless. They pick up only their 3rd point of the season with a 3rd draw. And yeah, Wolverhampton Wanderers, you know, they were in the lead. They were behind. They were in the lead. They, you know, they will be ruining that equalising goal from Crystal Palace, but at the end of the day, it's honours even for 2 of the bottom 4. Both teams get a point. Like I said, it's Wolves' 3rd of the season, and they have broke the dock of home defeats. So yeah, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Crystal Palace 2. It could and probably should have been so much more. They nearly lost it at the end there, but for a foul on Jose Sarr, the goalkeeper. But yeah, VAR saved them this time, and at the end of the day, it was a very entertaining second half, I'll give you that. And yeah, Wolverhampton Wanderers will probably be happier of the two with their points. So full time, guys. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Crystal Palace 2. So that's it for another one, guys. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Crystal Palace 2. It all sparked to life in the second half. Just got home. It's just after 9:30 now. So yeah, literally just got home, and yeah, enjoyed that one as a neutral. But at the end of the day, it benefits neither team. There's still 2 of the bottom 4. Wolves are now down to 20th and last after Southampton obviously won. But yeah, it's 3 draws and the rest defeats. Wolves, one of only 2 teams in the Premier League, still winless, Ipswich being the other one after a late equaliser from Leicester against them today. So yeah, Wolverhampton Wanderers winless. Next weekend, it's the clash of the bottom 2. It's Wolves versus Southampton, which I will be at. But before that, there's a little trip to the Hawthorns on Thursday night as West Bromwich Albion take on Burnley. So looking forward to that one, and obviously, you know, the Wolves game next Saturday. So 2 games in 3 days for me. If you like this video, guys, then please leave a like, subscribe to Crazy Shadow Talks Football if you haven't already done so. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to join the Shadow Squad and get notified on all new content on the channel. But for now, guys, it's a draw. It's great for the neutrals like me, but for Wolves and even Crystal Palace, it's just not good enough. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one on Thursday at the Hawthorns. Bye.